Hello, doers, and welcome back. Are you tired of getting bogged down in manual data entry instead of focusing on closing deals? Do your quotes often feel impersonal or lack the professional polish that your brand deserves? Well, the PDF Quote Builder is your solution. It allows you to automatically customize quotations using real time sales data from Odoo. By adding PDFs as a dynamic header or footer, you can generate tailored high impact proposals in minutes instead of hours without any manual copying and pasting. Today, we're going to learn how to configure a PDF template with dynamic fields, integrate it into the sales app, and send a perfectly personalized quote to a customer. So let's dive in. To create a dynamic header, we're going to need a PDF template and an editor. Odoo recommends Adobe Acrobat Pro. In Acrobat Pro, I'm going to click File over here up at the top and then Open. Now you're going to want to select your file that you're going to be modifying. Here is mine. Perfect. Now I'm going to select Edit up at the top, and then at the very bottom I'm going to select Prepare a Form. Now I'm going to click this blue button that says Create Form. But oh no, you might get an error message like I did about a bad PDF. Just ignore it. The PDF is a good PDF no matter what any software says. So we're going to hit OK. And now here we are. All right, so I'm going to click text field over here under the Add Form Components section. And I've got this nice little blue box moving around. You're going to click where we want the dynamic field to be on my PDF. I'm going to click it over here next to the word name. Now I'm going to go out of this option and select my little mouse button because we're going to double click the text box because this is how we configure the dynamic field. Now we've opened up its properties. So to pull the customer's name, I'm going to set this name field right here to partner. And then I'm trying to read this as well with you. Partner underscore ID underscore name. Odoo uses this dot notation to specify the relationship between fields. And in this case, the partner underscore ID represents the relationship to the customer record, and the dot name points to the specific field that we want from that record. We use the underscore name as Odoo automatically translates that to dot name when it's uploaded. So now I'm also going to click over to our nice appearance tab right there. So inside of here, we're going to set the font to something a little bit easier for most people to read. We're going to go look for Arial Black. I wonder if we have it. It's okay if we don't. All right, there we go. And 12-point font seems pretty much fine. Black, everything. Readability is pretty easy now, and it's consistent branding. Okay, so I still have a lot of text fields to configure, so let me speed up this process. Okay, that took a little bit, but once all fields are mapped, you can see we have it all done. We're ready to just save the file. Now we have a PDF with configured dynamic fields for use in our quotes. So let's jump into Odoo. So first we must enable the feature. We're going to go to configuration and then settings. So we're going to scroll down, and in the quotations and order section that we have right here, you want to ensure the PDF quote builder is enabled. This checkbox enables you to attach custom documents to Odoo quotes. Click Save in the top left if you're enabling it for the first time. Now we can configure our header template with dynamic fields. So now let's add the template to Odoo. So first, I need to enable developer mode. So I'm going to select general settings over here from the side navigation bar, and I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom. Now here in this developer tool section, we're going to click activate the developer mode. Perfect. All right, so at this point, we have everything that we need. So we're actually going to go back over to our sales settings, which we are already on, and we're going to scroll back to the quotations and orders section. So at this point, I'm going to click on this nice little internal link for headers/footers. Oh, small little doopsie. I forgot I have actually already uploaded the file here. If I didn't, I would actually just click upload in the left-hand side and then select the PDF that I wanted. But for now, we're going to click on the 3 dot ellipses over here and select edit because we have a little bit to cover. So once that this loads inside of here, I want to talk about the document type. So clicking into it allows us to select multiple options. The document type designates either headers, which are typically used for contracts, intro letters, or branded covers, or footers, which are perfect in this case for terms and conditions or technical specifications. I'm not going to change that, so we're going to click away. So I'm going to click on this internal link for configure dynamic fields because this option is pretty cool, and it only appears if the PDF has dynamic fields configured or if we had clicked new. Odoo usually maps these automatically if the PDF field names match Odoo technical names. If not, well then we can manually enter the correct path on the form fields page. But for now, everything looks solid. We did it earlier, so we're going to click back over to our nice PDF because I'm going to talk about this. There is also an option to add it to any quote by default using the Add by Default checkbox right there. But I'm going to skip that to show you how to add it manually. Now, you may be asking yourself and wondering, how do you find those technical names? Well, it's easy with developer mode, which we are now in. We are in it already, but if you ever need to check, a bug icon appears up over here in the top corner. So I'm going to now go to our quotation dashboard by selecting orders and then quotations. Perfect. I'm going to select the newest quote that we have right here. And when I hover my mouse over the question mark icon next to some of these fields, look at that. So now, at this point, I need to make a quick, nice little note because this is a nice tooltip that has appeared. So the field title entry in that tooltip is the exact text that you need to use in your PDF form fields to pull that specific data. You can also hover over column headings, like when I hover over the quantity column, and look at that. You can even check information for those as well. So I am going to disable this mode at this point. And to disable it, you click on that nice little bug icon, scroll to the bottom, click Leave Debug Mode. All right, so let's see that header in action. So I'm going to go to create a new quote by clicking on Orders, Quotations, and selecting New. For a customer, good old Piper line. Perfect. So now I'm going to select Catalog this time from the product order lines. And we want to buy a car, a red car. So we're going to add it to the cart right there. In this case, I meant to the quote. So I'm going to click back over to our nice little quotation. And next, I'm going to click on the Quote Builder tab. Depending on how you configured your header and footers, this tab will have sections for each. So here, I'm going to select our vehicle purchase contract. So now there is new fields that have appeared below it. In this case, blank text boxes that I can fill in. So these are text fields that I added, but I didn't configure them for dynamic fields. These are great for leaving space for personal notes that we can add here from the tab. But we're done. I'm going to select Send. I'll let the magic happen. Now, before sending, if you want to, and if we want to, we can customize the email message for our customer. There's a lot that we can add, but I can already see the customer name. We can see everything like the email addresses that we're going to need. And at this point, the quote is already populated, so it's ready. No manual typing has been required. So I'm going to click Send. And off it goes. But now inside of the chatter, I'm going to open up the recorded PDF to see the seamless transition to your professional header over onto the Odoo order lines. There you have it. By using the PDF Quote Builder, you've moved from manual formatting to automated professional branding. In this tutorial, we enabled the PDF Quote Builder, mapped Odoo data to PDF fields using relation-based naming, integrated a header to automate a personalized quote. So this workflow ensures that your sales team delivers consistent, professional, and error-free proposals every single time, allowing you to focus on what matters most, the customer. That's it for today. See you next time.